Welcome back, everyone. Toy Shiz here, and it is that lovely time of the year once again. The Target Fall Geek Out event for 2024. 6 glorious weeks of waking up at 6 a.m. every single Friday morning, at least for us West Coasters. You East Coasters get a little bit of a break, get to sleep in. 9 a.m., that's when everything goes live. It's a little bit different from Haulathon. Haulathon is usually NECA Toys, Kid Robot, things of that nature, whereas the Geek Out events will include multiple different exclusives for Target across multiple different companies. So there will be a Hasbro day, there will be a Funko day, that sort of deal. But to kick it all off for today, for the very first Fall Geek Out events for 2024, we are headed to McFarlane Toys for 9 new exclusives. So get ready for this. But before we get started, as always, if you're interested in anything we're talking about here, I'll make it real easy. I will have Target affiliate links down in my description below. Thank you, as always, for using my links. I will be buying several of these because if you know me and you know I like Batman the Animated Series, we got lots to talk about. But before we get to those, we're going to talk about Spawn. Keep in mind, these are going to be signed editions of these figures. So you get a little autograph card. Todd McFarlane signs his name. The price goes up a little bit. That whole dealio. This, if I'm being honest, not really my thing. It looks great. I have plenty of Commando Spawns and all that from my old collection. I did kind of get to play around with this at Comic-Con. Sure, it's cool. It's got multiple guns and weapons and everything else. You can buy the standard version, or you can grab this autograph version exclusively at Target. Like I said, if you like them, you can grab the link down below. Heading over into the Marvel Statue Avenue for McFarlane Toys, they will be having a brand new offering for the Amazing Spider-Man number 68 cover. Now, of course, these will be in the smaller scale of the Marvel statues that they make, not the larger ones, smaller scale for this. Spider-Man evading all the protesters. If I'm being honest, the webbing doesn't really do the trick for me. It kind of looks like a plastic twisty ties that we're always cutting our action figures out of. It's just kind of very lackluster. You get a little bit of a cardboard backdrop. It leaves a lot to be desired, if I'm being honest. You just see the signs. It's very, yeah, it kind of cuts some corners there. Now, alternatively, there will be the McFarlane Venom from Amazing Spider-Man number 316. This is a little bit more up my alley. Now, I haven't grabbed any of these just yet. I've seen them on store shelves. I've seen them at Comic-Con. Yeah, if you know me, I'm a big, huge Venom fan. This would probably be one that I would eventually grab. I like the McFarlane look for Venom. That is the ideal Venom. He doesn't have the weird alien feet. It just looks like boots. Yeah, this one, if anything. Now, I'm not going to pre-order it. If I see it in stores, yeah, I will be taking it home. This will also be a Todd McFarlane signed signature version, so I'm sure the price will be a little bit higher. I'm sure there'll be a standard version as well, as this is gold label. But if you want either of these new Marvel offerings, you can grab them with my links down below. Now, revealed just the night prior over on the DC Infinite Hour with Ahsoka the Geek, and then you have Rob D. Toys, and of course, Brad the DC UC Geek. We have this new Batman COWL statue series. Now, to go over some details so there's no confusion, these are 7 inches tall. They are not wearable by you. They're not wearable for your action figures. They are statues, but they're all of Batman's cowls. So the first one here, we have Batman the Animated Series. This will be a Target exclusive, hence the whole Geek Out event. So these will be hitting store shelves in the next couple months, we'll just say. Usually McFarlane Toys is on a good track record. They show stuff, and sure enough, sometimes a week or two later you find it. Sometimes at the most 2 or 3 months. But again, this will be a Batman Animated Gold Label exclusive for Target. These do look cool. This would be the one out of the 4 they've shown thus far that I would pick up because I'm a huge Batman animated series fan. They're not necessarily something that I want, nor would I collect. But again, keep in mind, these are not the one-to-ones. These are 7-inch tall in totality, give or take. Some of the different cowls may be a little bit larger, a little bit shorter. But yes, there's Batman 66, there's Nightfall, those sort of styles as well. You can head over to YouTube. You can check out the DC Infinite Hour with Ahsoka the Geek and Rob D Toys and Brad the DC UC and learn all about these. Definitely go and check that out. But now that we've gotten through all of that, this is where I'm going to start spending some cashola. So McFarlane Toys will be reissuing the Batman the Animated Series BATPLANE. It's a 2-seater. And I'm giving you a heads up now, it is giant. It's a huge vehicle, bigger than the Batmobile. It's wider too. Number of different features, lights up, does all that cool stuff. Don't be surprised if it's a little bit more expensive than the Batmobile was, because this sucker is quite amazing. Also, something to keep in mind. Now, I don't know offhand, but so far they have done this with the Bat Cycle, the actual Batmobile that they reissued. Even though they have photos of it being black, it was actually the Kenner blue. So everything is kind of matching the Kenner days. So don't be surprised. I certainly won't be surprised if you get this BATPLANE and it's blue. If it's black when you get it, it is, hey, right out the box, awesome. But I'm thinking it's going to go more for the Kenner colors on this, if anything. That would fit more with what they've done with the line thus far. But like I said, if you want the BATPLANE, you can pick it up now. Also, we will be continuing on with Batman the Reanimated Series reissues, as they are a Target exclusive line, as is the BATPLANE. Now, we were supposed to be getting a Bruce Wayne Build-A-Figure wave that was announced at WonderCon earlier this year. They have seemingly kind of swap-swapped them. So Bruce Wayne hopefully will be the next wave. More on that later. I have no further details just yet. However, we will be getting the Maxie ZEUS wave now. So to kick it off, and this is kind of cool, we have a Kenner homage for the Lightning Strike Batman. Now, back in the day, he had a larger cape and a weapon. He will have that deco to him. He will have the modern equivalent of that weapon that he used to come with. I do wish that he had that other accessory. That would have been cool for the cape. He will have a cloth cape. It's still that kind of sad sack looking Batman. I love that they did this Kenner homage. That's fantastic. I love that they gave him the weapon, but they really got to do something about the capes themselves. Hopefully, maybe they're switching it on this. And then just the way the body is. Now, it is a good thing that you can use this Batman with that said taffeta cloth cape for the Batmobile and then the upcoming BATPLANE. That's good in that sense. They're just truthfully kind of ugly for the Batman the Animated Series. I really wish that they would kind of overhaul this, change the head portraits, and start giving us a little bit better renditions for Batman the Animated Series, like they used to do for the DC Direct, DC Collectibles days. He will come with extra hands, he's got the gun, and then of course he has the Build-A-Figure pieces. Here he is all boxed up, ready to go. I'm excited for it in the sense that it's a Kenner homage, but not in the sense that, yeah, it's just not a great looking Batman buck body. That's really what it is. Continuing on. Now, this is going to be the one where I say, well, that's a shame. I really do wish that they could have done something or maybe given him a different head portrait this time around. It didn't look good then. It definitely doesn't look good now. It's the Christmas with the Joker, but that head portrait is definitely not doing anyone favors. Now, he does have his extra hand, which is the little puppet from that episode. If you remember, he's got the little Charlie Brown Christmas tree, some ornaments, candy cane. He's very festive, this Joker, as you could tell. Comes with the torso of the Build-A-Figure. Like I said, it's always great to get new, reissued Batman the Animated Series figures. It's just the head portrait on this Joker. It just didn't do it then. It's just not doing it at all. So in that sense, maybe I swap the heads or something, or something has to be done, because That's just a no bueno overall. I like the accessories, though. I'll give him that. Next up, we have Two-Face, Harvey Dent. No, he's unfortunately not going to be coming with any type of gun, as the Warner Brothers gun embargo is still in play. The actual figure looks pretty sleek. You have that classic BTAS look for Harvey Dent Two-Face. He comes with extra hands, he comes with a bomb, some rolled up sticks of dynamite, and then more pieces for the Maxie ZEUS. But I'll tell you, it's a great looking figure, but that main accessory always will be a gun for Two-Face. So that's one of those accessories that really does apply. Much like the Joker, you kind of need that for that character. And then to finalize it, we have Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, as she appeared in Batman the Animated Series, which is that gray and the blue. She looks pretty darn cool. I actually am stoked to have this version of Batgirl. Many hands in the box. Nothing as far as accessories, though. Once again, McFarlane Toys, we talked about this with the last reissue with the Joker and the trench coat and the wide-brimmed head. He had all those extra hands and nothing to do with them. Batarangs, bat grapnel, something for Barbara Gordon Batgirl, because otherwise she's just got a pair of legs. For Maxie ZEUS, it's just kind of weird. I'm just saying. But yes, something I'm extremely stoked on. The Build-A-Figure for this wave, much as we had the Condiment King, then we had Lockup, now we have Maxie ZEUS. And he looks great. That is an amazing looking figure. That looks like he walked straight out of Batman the Animated Series. There's never been a figure for Maxie ZEUS, especially in the animated lore. So well done. That's great. Except for the fact that, of course, you have to get 4 of the figures, 2 of which are kind of like, yeah, could have done a little bit more there, but here we are. So one question, though, that was really gnawing at me since they revealed it at Comic-Con. Please tell me he has his lightning bolt weapon accessory. And I'm very happy to say that, yes, he does. So that is something that a character like Maxie ZEUS definitely needs. He doesn't seem to have any extra hands, nothing like that. He's got one open hand for his accessory. Bingo, bango, boom, we're good. Maxie ZEUS looks awesome. It's not the best wave in the world, but at least the Build-A-Figure is pretty darn cool. So that'll wrap it up for my quick look at all of the offerings from McFarlane Toys for the first week of the Target 2024 Fall Geek Out. Again, if you like anything that we've been talking about here, I'll make it easy. Put the affiliate links down below. Click them, buy them. Hopefully they're in stock. We all know how that goes. Don't be surprised. Use your training. You should know how all of this goes by now. If they're not immediately up at 6 a.m., 9 a.m., wherever you are, eventually they will go up, sometimes even later in the day. But hey, hopefully everything's working, everything's going. And do keep in mind, all of these will be in Target stores eventually. Target wants you in their stores. Pre-ordering is on the low side. They give a little bit, but they want you in. That's how they get you. They want you in the stores. You go searching for that Batman figure. There's nothing there. Oh my God, the cat needs food. Oh my God, I need to get a new ceiling fan. Something like that. That's what they're counting on. I know a lot of people like to say, no, I go in there for one thing and I walk right out. Well, that's not everybody. Sometimes people buy a drink or a candy bar. Even if they get that out of you, they are stoked. So again, keep calm, use your training, think about things before you react, and I think if you want the stuff that you're seeing here, you'll be A-okay, and you'll get it eventually. This stuff is really never that hard to come by. So you heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything McFarlane Toys and Batman the Animated Series. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, you got me on the Batplane, and you got me for that new wave of the reissued, reanimated. I'm stoked. Batman the Animated Series is always fun when it comes fall, Christmas time. It's just a glorious time of the year. And when it is, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.